My 19 MLB betting systems recommend betting 2 teams today, Wednesday, April 17. Would you like to find out which 2 teams were being selected? I'm Professor MJ, a 15-year university statistics teacher, and the number one goal of this YouTube channel is to grow your bankroll. So subscribe now, my friend. My most faithful fans won't be surprised by the first baseball pick. That's right, I have no choice but to pick the Philadelphia Phillies once again over the Rockies. Why? Because they qualify for the second consecutive day under the money-making, scoring drought betting angle. So far this year, we hold a 4-1 record using that strategy, while we went 36-6 last year. In summary, it recommends betting against a road team that is a big underdog and that also lost its past 2 games by scoring a maximum of 2 runs in each of those defeats. In this case, Colorado is the visiting club, and they are, in fact, established as big dogs. Remember that my definition of a big underdog is as follows. The money line must be higher than plus 150 in American format, or 2.50 in decimal odds. That's easily the case here. The Rockies fit the remaining criteria for betting as well. If you take a look at their schedule, they have indeed lost their past 2 matches by scoring 0 and 1 run respectively. So, for the second day in a row, I've got to put my money on the Phillies. As is the case every time that we pick a team according to the scoring drought betting angle, I'll add the following piece of advice. You can grab the money line, which is between minus 210 and minus 225 in American format, which is the same as a range between 1.44 and 1.48 in decimal odds. Another alternative is to opt for the minus 1.5 run line, in which case you will get much better odds, around minus 105 or 1.95 in decimal. Personally, I'll be conservative and take the money line, since my original data analysis that led to the development of this system was based on money lines only. Can Ryan Feltner help the Rockies get out of the current 4-game losing skid? In 4 career starts against Philly, he owns a 1-2 record along with a bad 5.63 ERA. Granted, he is off to a pretty good start to his 2024 campaign via a very decent 3.38 ERA, so that worries me a little bit, especially given the fact that the Phillies don't score a lot of runs. That's another reason why I prefer to take the money line rather than the run line, but that is a matter of preference. Meanwhile, Christopher Sanchez will take the mound for the Phillies. He's having an okay season so far, so let's see how he does against a weaker opponent. Fun fact: the Rockies have scored first only once in 18 games so far this year, which is mind-boggling. After a short break, let's discuss another potential bet in Major League Baseball for April 17. Before I reveal the second system pick for today, let me address a special situation. A system called the Hot Bats number 1 is suggesting to place a wager on the Twins, while the Blowout number 1 recommends taking their opponents, the Orioles. Since we have conflicting information, I am staying away from that game for sure. Alright, up next we have a team that fits under the rules of the cold team versus hot team matchup betting strategy. Here is how it works. If the road team is coming off at least 1 loss in a row, while the home squad is riding a winning streak of length at least 4, then according to historical data, it is best to side with the visiting team. Which team fits that description today? The visiting Yankees have lost their past 3 matches, while the home team, the Blue Jays, have picked up the W on 4 straight occasions. So, according to the cold team versus hot team matchup betting strategy, my second system pick goes to the Yankees to defeat the Jays at the Rogers Center. Both starting pitchers have a great track record, but they are also both coming off a rough outing. On one side, Marcus Stroman had not allowed any earned run through his first 2 appearances. However, he gave up 4 runs against the lowly Marlins, which was very disappointing. Can he rebound in Toronto? He owns a tiny 0.82 ERA against the Jays over 2 starts. Not much has gone right for Kevin Gausman this season. He has lasted no more than 4 1/3 innings in any of his 3 outings, while surrendering a total of 12 runs in a bit over 9 innings of work. That's awful. He was limited by a shoulder injury during spring training, so that could be one of the reasons explaining his poor performances. I am banking on the fact that he won't do any better against the Bronx Bombers today. Hey, would you be so kind to click the thumbs up button and to leave a comment of appreciation below? Thank you so much, my sports betting friends. I appreciate all of you so much. I'm Professor MJ. Come back tomorrow for more MLB picks. Ciao, amigo!